Hey guys, how y'all doing? This is Matthew with Dyson Photo Tutoring. Just kind of hanging out today.
Dyson Creative.
Dyson Creative Photography Services. We're out here at Paradise Park, just kind of hanging out, doing a little bit of a photo shoot of our awesome male model, Cody. Wave, Cody. Okay. Here's basically what we're doing today. We didn't get the chance to shoot earlier this morning like we wanted to, so we're having to shoot in the middle of the day. Not really the most ideal of circumstances. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how you want to balance your exposure to combat the really bright sun, okay, the really bright sky. So anytime I'm using off-camera flash, such as this right here, Alana, I'm going to need you to stand here and hold this, okay? The wind is kicking up and we don't want the light to fall over. So anytime we're using off-camera flash like this here, we're on location, the way that I like to set my exposure is I like to set a 100 ISO and shoot at 1/100th of a second. That's sort of the go-to exposure that I like to use, okay? 100 ISO, 1/100th of a second, and then what I'll do in order to balance the really bright ambient or the slightly washed out ambient sky is I will, before I use my lights at all, I will just use my in-camera light meter to meter off the sky until I'm about a half a stop to a full stop underexposed on the sky, okay? Now underexposed in the sky, what that's going to do is that's going to kind of bring down that tone and give me a lot punchier colors and tones in that, okay? It's going to kind of bring down the exposure, and then when we put our light in on our subject, it's going to even that out so that our subject is the brighter area of the frame, and he's going to be the most well exposed section of the frame. It's going to give us a little bit more dramatic look as opposed to having a really washed out sky in the background. So again, I will shoot at 100 ISO and 1/100th of a second, exposed just a little bit underexposed for the sky, and then I'll pull in my lights. Now, I'm using lights that have TTL capability, so I can adjust the brightness and the darkness of the flash really easily from my camera. If I didn't have that, I would need to use a handheld flash meter, take it in front of my subject, expose, and pop the flash on the meter, with the meter right in front of the subject's face. And that's going to let me adjust my flash to get the same exposure as what I would get for this sky. So on this sky, it told me that I needed to shoot at an aperture of an f/14, okay? So I would have used my flash meter to get the flash balance to an f/14 on my subject. Luckily, I am using a TTL flash system, so I can sort of dial it in up and down until I get the approximate exposure that I'm looking for without having to make manual adjustments to the lights. So now we're just going to use this balancing act and create some really cool exposures of Cody, and if all goes according to plan, these pictures are going to look pretty rock and roll. Okay? So stay tuned, hang out, watch what we're doing, and be sure to ask questions if you have anything. Have a good assistant like this. This is my human light stand. And she's awesome because she's holding this up, and what this is going to do is it's going to prevent the wind from kicking up into my softbox.
What type of camera?
I'm sorry?
Type of camera.
What camera? Right now I am shooting a Nikon D600. I've got a Tamron 24-70 lens. I also have a Nikon 70-200 that I'm using for some of the shots, but for this I wanted a little bit more of our big lake backdrop here. We've got a little island, we've got some docks in the back, so I wanted a little bit of a wider shot. So I'm using a 24-70 2.8, shooting at about f/14, and a Nikon D600. The lighting system is a Photox Odin transmitter and a Photox Indra light that has the TTL receiver built into it. All right, Cody, lean back against that tree, bud. Take a look right over here.
I've seen you. I've seen you.
Mama, I'm gonna take this home, and I'm gonna get a little potion thing.
Step right here.
I'm gonna cut this.
Look right back at me.
Big Dirty says thanks, very informative.
Outstanding. I'm glad you're getting some use out of this. Now here, let's see if we can. I don't know, maybe too bright. Can we see that on the Periscope?
It's really hard to see.
All right. Well, what I'll do is hopefully by the end of the day, if not today, definitely by the end of tomorrow, on our Facebook page, Dyson Creative Photography. That's DYSON Creative Photography. You should see some of these example shots up there, and I'll try to post a little bit about what the exposures were set and how we're getting some of the looks that we're going to achieve. Come on out here, Code. Squat down right here for me. I want to get some of this back here in the background.
We will save the scope. It will be on Dyson Photo Tutoring on Facebook, and then you can also follow him on Twitter on Dyson Photo Tutor.
It's really, really windy today. The elements are not in our favor for this, but we are trucking through and we're trying to get some good shots anyway.
Yeah, what'd you say the wind was right now?
The winds today are supposed to top out at about 25 miles an hour, so we're fighting the elements. I am thankful that Cody is out of his hippie stage and doesn't have that really long hair like he used to. Alright, you want to be a helper? Serious helper? Hold this real tight so the wind doesn't blow it away. I will hold your feather for you.
Thanks for the hearts.
Yeah, hearts are appreciated, shares are appreciated. We're really trying to get the word out about how to get better images. All right, squat down for me, bud.
Yeah, we have everybody out today. We have 3 children, so what you hear in the background is our 11-month-old son.
This second flash for is whenever he's standing up like around the tree, is we're using it to get a good backlight, a good hair light or a rim light to sort of illuminate around his scalp and over his neck and shoulders. It helps give a little bit more separation between him and the background, so it's not just a really dark line. You actually get a good highlight or hair light around that edge, and that really makes a good pop off of the backdrop.
Put your foot on it, baby doll.
Yeah, you gotta hold it.
In case you guys missed it, we are at Paradise Park in Jacksonville, Arkansas. There's a lot of geese out here and ducks.
Okay, I'll move here. I want to get this big crop of trees behind you here in the background.
I see fish.
Yeah, people go fishing here. Dirty says, I've been taking photo for years, but learning a lot from photographer on Periscope. I'm following you. So thanks for the follow.
Good deal, man. We appreciate it. Go over here and hold this. I don't care.
Do you want Aubrey to bring hers in?
Yes.
Okay. Flossie Panda gave you a bunch of hearts, so thanks for the hearts.
That's an awesome name.
Alright, Daddy will tell you where to put it, Aubrey. Okay?
Daddy, where do you want me to put it?
Just 1 minute. Let him finish with the other one. He has
It's
your
not the
glasses.
cutest little light stand you've ever seen. Look at this. Right over here. Right over here.
Yes,
Right over here.
the light system is battery powered. And you have an extra battery, don't you? Or is it just the one?
For this light here, this is just a speed light.
Can you hear him, guys, okay?
That light, the backlight, all it is a speed light, and it's just using 4 AA batteries. I always keep a large variety of extra batteries with me. The light, the main light, my Photox Indra, it's a studio style strobe that again is able to incorporate seamlessly TTL with speed light systems. Now on the bottom of it, we've got a lithium ion battery pack. Okay, this battery pack is able to plug in up to 2 lights in it. Okay, so if I had a second main light, which I'm not using today, but I could plug it in here on the second side. Standard or high speed capability with it. This particular battery pack also has a USB port, so I can plug in things like my phone or any other USB charging devices and charge while I'm in the field. I did not bring a second battery pack from this today because this right here, this battery pack, on a full charge, I can get somewhere in the neighborhood of about 1,000 images out of it. So I'm not really worried about running out of the battery life from it today. If something bad was to happen and this battery was to die today of some reason, had some sort of a technical malfunction, I've also got my camera bag that has about 4 other speed lights in it, so I could make do with those speed lights and use those as my main. I also have a variety of attachments that would let those speed lights fit into this softbox, so either way I'm covered and I didn't have to carry around a whole lot of big heavy batteries. But this lithium ion battery pack, again, is good for nearly 1,000 shots, so I'm not going to take that many images of Cody today, much to Cody's approval, and so I'm not really running the risk of that running down.
Thank you, Flossy Panda. She says keep, or he or she, I don't know, keep up the photography, great photography and tips.
Good deal. Trust me, I plan to. I've got a lot of blood, sweat, and tears invested in this stuff, that's for sure.
Daddy.
All right, Cody, look right over here, bud.
Daddy.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm
Okay.
1 minute, baby doll. Flossy Panda says you better. Alright, do you guys need me now? Okay. I'm going to have to go ahead and sign off for a little while, but stay tuned because we will pop back on here out throughout the day. Thank you guys for watching.